Well, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. I'm going to put a couple new videos up on the channel this week. Had a lot of questions, particularly in the twin flame community, about a couple of things. We talk about narcissism on this channel a lot, so I want to make a video about that. I also made a video last week about numerology and astrology regarding twin flame, and it got eaten. So there's been some technical difficulties recently of late, you just got to roll with it. So I'm going to redo that for you, so you'll see that this week. And also want to talk about something called Plutonic relationships, which I think we might get into today. Okay, so this is a general read for those on the twin flame journey. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. If you don't already know, on Patreon, we do lives every Thursday night around the twin flame journey, around spiritual ascension and things of that nature. So Patreon, I kind of wave you off at the end of the month because they'll charge you and then they'll charge you again on the 1st. So if you're going to join up on Patreon, love to have you. I do all the monthly readings and the bi-monthly reading I do for everybody, plus lives and things like that. You can join Patreon, and the link is below, but I would advise to wait until June 1st. Just saying, it's not my policy. I can't get around it. That's how Patreon does it, and I don't like it, but I don't have any choice. So let's see where we go here. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. Hi, if you like the content that I make, please like, subscribe, and share. All right, so let's see what's going on here for you guys. I will talk about Plutonic relationships in a second, but let's see. Plutonic relationships can be mistaken for twin flame. That's why I want to talk about it with you. All right, unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. Vast vistas, expanding. I'll talk through these in a minute. Expand your horizons, taking shelter. The answers are within. So interesting that we get the unknown territory, vast vistas, like, woo, out in the world there. But you know what the unknown territory is? Inside. Inside. Meditation, mindfulness. It's not about out there. It's about in here. Okay? And that is the new territory. That is the unknown place. That is the unknown experience right now, going inside, because when we've talked about with Pluto retrograde, we've talked about dancing with your shadow. Okay, all the things that you may not like about yourself or you push down. I saw a very good post on the Empress Club recently. If you don't know what that is, it's a Facebook group that I have for the Ascension Path, and you can go join. You just have to answer some questions so we know where everybody is. It was a very, very good post, and I was meaning to say this to this woman who posted it, but I will. But I want to share it with you because I think, or share my own version of it, I guess. Everything that you, when you're talking about dancing with your shadow, everything that you love about yourself, everything that you don't like about yourself, okay, that's what self-love is all about, right? Is like embracing the shadow, embracing the things, maybe you're a little bit sensitive to criticism, or maybe you have a hard time saying I'm sorry, or something along whatever it is, there's something underneath there that needs to be looked at and healed. And those of you healing practitioners, those of you who do Reiki, those of you who do any other kind of healing work, you know this well, okay? Sometimes it's harder to deal with it yourself. Right? Sometimes that's a little bit harder. But the cool thing that she said was, write a list of everything that you love and hate about your twin flame. Because really, this is a journey of ascension inside. Right? Those things that are reflected to you in that relationship from the other person are the things you really need to work on yourself. There's a reason why certain things bug you, why certain things trigger you. And the reason is that that's something, that's a tell, that's a ding, ding, ding for something that oh, I might need to work on that. Really? Because I think I'm super giving. I think I'm super forgiving. I think whatever it is, but there's a reason to look at it. So you can be somebody like, I will give you an example with me. There is a situation going on with my house where property owners around here are looking to cordon off some of the property that's the person who owns this house thought was theirs, right? And so, okay, it's not my house, right? Doesn't, but it created an outsized reaction in me. I was very angry about it. And hey, you can just look at it and be like, yeah, okay, I guess I understand why you can be angry about it because it does impact your life and all that kind of stuff. But to me, it was way bigger. It was bigger than the feelings were bigger than what it would have warranted normally. Okay. And what I deduced from that was I was being told that I didn't matter. I was being told that I didn't matter. That's how I took it, right? That's probably not what they were saying at all. What they were saying is like, this is a dispute between these two people, and okay, I see how it impacts your life, but maybe only for a short period of time, and blah, blah, blah. I was very upset by it because I thought, oh, wait, I'm not being seen. I'm not being heard. My opinion doesn't matter. And that's why that enraged me, because that was a childhood thing that your opinion doesn't count here. Okay, so when things like that, so that's a good example of something that could have happened to you as a little person or something like that. And if this person that you're, working through this twin flame energy with shuts you off or shuts you down, that can trigger that kind of rage. And so this is a gift. This is a gift for you to look at what's being triggered. Okay, so when we talk about twin flame, we talk about I feel like there's a movement within the twin flame community about I must know who it is. And I also feel like while I understand that, there's some real power in releasing who it is. Because in reality, you're here to heal yourself. You can't do anything about anybody else. You can't. I can say stuff here, but you don't have to take what I'm saying and apply it in any way. You don't have to do that. So, this is bugging me today. So, just know that, like, okay, you still matter. Even if the other person doesn't react or respond the way you hope they would, you can then soothe yourself about, I still matter. It's not up to them to tell me that I'm worthless or no good or not important or I can't be heard or my opinion's stupid, I don't matter. It's not up to them. You're giving them the power by being angry about that. So that's why this is so interesting to me, because it is unknown territory, vast vistas inside. There's a lot more to be discovered, and I feel like we spend a lot of time focusing on the other and not enough time focusing on the self. And I have pulled back a lot from talking about twin flame because I believe that I was supporting an idea about an other primarily. And that's not my purpose. My purpose is to help you, help yourself, to empower you, to give you, something to think about. And does this apply to me? And it's genuinely, in my opinion, like people put comments and, God love you. You guys are awesome. Okay. But if people put comments in like, this doesn't matter for me, or this isn't my reading, or I'm like, yeah, fine. Okay. Because I know better. I understand that people can get triggered by things, and people can also, usually if it's like not for me, I'm just like, I don't care enough to make a post about it. I don't care enough to post about it. I'm just like, oh, I guess that's not for me. Okay. But if you're getting triggered, if there's some kind of emotion behind that feeling of this isn't for me, I did love this one comment that was like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, just how I'm so angry about this. I was just like, I loved it so much. It sounds like just like my mother, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So what I wanted to do today is just do a little reading for you guys, and whatever comes from it, it's like, if you're getting an outsized response to anything, that's a clue that needs to be looked at, okay? And don't take it from me, take it from people who are mental health professionals. That is definitely a clue. All right, I'm just sharing with you my own personal experience. So let's see where we go here for you. I got Ace of Swords under here. Woo! Ace of Swords. Lovers. Oh my goodness. Magician. There's lots of stuff on this bottom of this deck today. Okay, so there is this whole thing when we talk. Oh, this is another thing I want to say. Thank you for reminding me through these cards. When we talk about, this is like personal sovereignty, right? Ace of Swords, my truth, my decision. Two of Pentacles, magician, I manifest my life. And then we talk about lovers when somebody else comes into the path. And oh, by the way, there we talk about third party here. Okay, I have said third party probably more than I ever thought I would in my whole lifetime. But I want to say this to you. When we're talking about third parties, it can be anything. It doesn't necessarily need to be another human being, another person. A third party is about the core issue that someone else is having with their own self-worth, their own value, their own shadow, and choosing to have other. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be their work. They can be workaholic. They can be an alcoholic. They can have drug problems. They can cheat on their taxes. They can do cheating, right? That's a fundamentally dishonest thing. And so what I'm pointing out to you is there is a dishonest situation amidst, in your midst. Heads up. Okay? And it can be about someone's work. It can be about someone's self-esteem. It can be about someone's avoidant personality. Okay? And I want to get to Plutonic because Plutonic relationships, Plutonic, right? Pluto, death card. It is about transformational power. The reason that is, a lot of people think they are twin flame, they're often mistaken for twin flame relationships because of the power and because of passion, right? It's this, I think even in France, was this in French literature or something like that, they used to call orgasm the little death. It's because it's powerful. It's powerful. There's life force, right? And so when we're talking about Plutonic relationships, we're talking about a situation that because of shadow work, because of things that are in your life, you can get sucked into this and held because the rationalization is this person is a twin flame for me. This person is my twin flame. Especially when there's narcissistic behavior. Narcissism is on a spectrum, okay? And very few, I'm going to say very few, but there's some people who are diagnosable. That is a personality disorder that is not fixable. We all have narcissistic tendencies. And if you have enough empathy, enough compassion, enough of the other things, you can balance that out. Okay? So just know that when someone goes over a certain line, they don't have enough of those things to balance it out. And then it just becomes toxic for anyone in their life. Okay? A lot of Plutonic relationships are narcissists and empaths. That is not twin flame. It's not. And though this is where the hair splitting is challenging for people, because when you have someone who is behaving in a way that is not how you'd prefer they behave, we can automatically label them narcissists, or we can, whatever. But I want to say to you, I'm going to make another video, just a full video about how to identify this person. And Plutonic relationships feel unhealthy. They feel bad. They make you feel bad, make you feel worse. Twin flames push you to be better. There's genuine love. Okay? It's balanced. It's more balanced. This Plutonic stuff, it's all the one-sided stuff. It's all the lovesick. It's all the grasping and the the longing, and it's just some deeply, it goes to the core of your deep wounds. And this person, this is what they term a Plutonic relationship, is a catalytic converter. Catalyst, it's a catalyst type of relationship to get you to a place where you're healthy. Because if you're healthy and that comes across your path, you're like, no, not doing that. Part of it is you're not listening to your intuition, and that's part of what we're here to do, right? That's why we're talking about this. Your intuition is very quiet. It doesn't scream at you like fear does, like anger does, like rage. It doesn't scream at you like that. Intuition is very even and balanced and peaceful. Some would even say it's boring. Okay? And all of these things that when we're talking about when we're talking about Plutonic relationships, when we're talking about understanding the difference between that and a true love, whether twin, you can label it twin flame, you can label it deep soulmate, whatever you want. But I'm just talking about what is love and what is not love. The antidote for what is not love is self-love. So wherever you are on that sliding scale, especially you empaths, all of you on this channel have a ton of empathy, a ton of compassion, a ton of belief, and real hope. I remember my Plutonic relationship, the big one. I mistook that person for a twin flame, and I remember saying out loud, all I wanted to do was stop hoping. Not hoping in my life, but hoping for this, because it was bad. It was ugly. Okay? And there is a need for treatment after something like that. And I know that a lot of you resonate with this because I've seen the comments. I've seen it. Okay? So let me talk through this with you. I'll turn this upside down. Okay, Page of Coins, Four of Swords. Learning something new and healing from stuff. Learning something new and healing from stuff. Knight of Cups. So that a real relationship can come in. You know, going down the road of twin flame can put you into that place of not being able to see how much or how real the relationship is or isn't, right? Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. One of the signs is you're doing all the work. You're the one that has to keep the conversation going. Okay? Putting that down, turning over a new leaf. Five of Pentacles, lots of fives here. Well, only two. That's not lots. The third, Five of Cups. All right. 10 of Swords. Tens, fives to the tens. So when we get the fives here, all right, this is beautiful under here because this is showing you what's happening, right? The inside, the intuition, what's going on here, all right? This stuff, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Fives are about change, okay? In numerological terms, fives are about change. Fives are about breaking through the structure. Fours are about structure. And then things get stagnant. And so new information comes in and it upends that stagnancy, right? Four of Pentacles, very withholding. So Five of Pentacles comes in and there's this need for, there's need for something I want to invest in something to make real, but I'm going to have to make change first. Five of Cups, too much looking back to the past. Five of Wands, too much listening to other people, okay? It's time to listen to your intuition. That's my message today, is listen. Ace of Wands here. This is what's going on right now. Ace of Wands is within 1 week. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what's going on, because there is a person who is healing, who is coming toward you. No joke. It is happening, okay? So 10 of Swords, got to get out of this old mindset. Got to get out of this old mindset. 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands is putting down. The other two tens can be considered by the naked eye positive cards, right? Every card has positive and negative, right? 10 of Swords even. The sun's coming up, okay? and it's done. There's no 11 of Swords. There's nothing more that this person can do. If you've been doing all the work, it's time to put that down, okay? Time to put that burden down. So you're at the 5 position when you're starting to see, all right? I don't see the 5 of Swords, but I see the 4 of Swords here, which is healthy leanings, wanting to move forward into some kind of healing around romance, relationship, love, and having the inspiration to do that. Okay? Because 10 of Swords is coming here. And I mean, it could be due to a third party situation. It could be due to whatever third party means to you. Let's just say underneath that this person that you're dealing with may not be, I don't know, the most empathetic person, the one who's healthy. They may not have all those things. Not saying they're bad people, but they're just not in a position. If you truly want true love, get yourself healthy. Because 2 things will happen. Number 1, this person who is awful, okay, this person who's awful, if someone's cheating on you, or if there's this person who has no empathy, who's putting you in, who they're not putting you there, you're putting you there, but, you know, feeling very dejected and lack of desire to move forward, feeling betrayed, that is not love. That is not love, okay? And so it's a very simple thing. How do you want to feel on a day-to-day basis with this person? Do you feel like if you win this person over somehow, some way, this person is going to change? Okay, I want some clarity around this 10 of Swords here. 3 of Wands, expectations. 10 of Pentacles, going the distance. 9 of Swords. So when you let go of that, all right, so this is very interesting that the 10 of Pentacles showed up. I expect that we're going to go the distance. 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. That's what I expect, but uh-oh, my reality comes breaking through when I'm asleep, right? If this is a fantasy thing, my reality comes breaking through in the middle of the night, and then I see it. I see that this isn't worthy of my time. But only through your own self-healing will you get there. Because if you are still in the place where this person can manipulate you and make you feel lousy, or you feel lousy because this person is not listening to you, or whatever the thing is, okay, then the reality is breaking through. 9 of Swords. Reality is breaking through here. And you know what? There is the sun coming up, because on the other side of this, even if this relationship is over, which I think this is what this is saying, this is an unhealthy relationship that needs to be worked. You need to work on yourself. Forget about this other person, okay? You need to work on yourself, do more meditation, listen to your intuition. You're not listening to your intuition very much. Why? Figure it out. There is sun on the other side of this, I promise. I promise. All right. Woo! So if you want me to do more on Plutonic relationships, I will. Please put that in the comments. What other topics would you like me to talk more about? Please put that in the comments. If you'd like to continue on with this reading, I'm going to go over to Vimeo. So there's a link below for you to catch that. Otherwise, happy morning. Happy morning to you. Happy Tuesday morning to you.